Somewhere out there's an angel for me and for all the people I'm going to help as I've always helped my whole life. Is it you? Please listen to this because it's important and it is a systemic government problem and it is a catastrophic character assassination and public maiming, shaming, framing and blaming. My name is Dr. Richard Mclean. I'm a victim of a conspiracy and I want to take it to the High Court should this not gain traction with the Commonwealth detriment scheme. Could you, Angel, please listen to this? Thank you. Hi there, it's Dr. Richard Mclean. I forgive you all. I just need to make this really quick because my computer keeps crashing. I'm the victim of a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice through local, state, federal police, and I can't be a whistleblower, I can't get a lawyer, and I can't access justice through police. Now, a few basic things need to be said. Every PSA, public official, or politician, or anyone who works for the government must act within the Charter of Human Rights for people with a disability. That includes having a home, having food and medication, having not being exploited, not being oppressed, not being victimised, and not being tortured. In my life, I've been a public advocate, helping many people less fortunate than myself, and been all around the country, really, advocating for people, their life, and really teaching suffering and how to avoid it. I've been framed from everything from a rapist, pedophile, druggo, all sorts of things, extortionist, that's another one. None of these things are true. It's come to loggerheads. I wish to get some semblance of justice. At the moment, I have no food. I'm squatting in a home I can't afford. I have no medication. I have cancer that has not been seen to for 4 or 5 months. I can't get a doctor's appointment. I haven't got the medication that I need to remain well. And I've been catastrophically character assassinated and scapegoated. A scapegoat is metaphorically and in a Jungian archetypal way, the person who is identified, victimised, and everyone pins their sins on, conscious or unconsciously, to send out in the wilderness to die. I actually have died from systemic government oppression and then victim blamed for wanting to die. I was found with zero pulse and by accident and revived, and then it was covered up by the same oppression that caused it. That happened 15 months ago. I've been rejected from health services and then put onto health services to further victimise and incarcerate me. I do have a mental illness. I do have a brain injury, I think. I live in this brain and I know I'm forgetful and can't remember things. It's never been acknowledged. I request that the government, who I've had issues with many government statutory agencies for malpractice, for lawyer stuff, for detriment looks like losing $1 million at the Australian Human Rights Centre. It looks like being set up to fail at APRA, a couple of $1 million there. It means being your work cover case taken to the AAT, and you don't have a lawyer. That's in opposition to the Charter for Human Rights of people with a disability, which all public officials must not act outside of. I request kindly, and I forgive you all so far, that I get my health needs met, that the NDIS Minister doesn't say you won't pay for food or accommodation, and that I get a lawyer to attest my former partner, Steve Isnides, or Stefan, depending on who he goes under, to avoid capture from the tax office. And that's evidence on the website killhim.info too. Just to get a simple atonement, I'm not going to tell tale. I'd like $250,000 for our 5-year relationship together, in which he exploited me, and I wasted my nest egg while he was earning a lot of money working for ASIO, and he was caught as a tax thief and let off jail. I would like an acknowledgement that Dr. Whittaker has. I want to forgive Dr. Whittaker as well, but just an acknowledgement that a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice happened shortly after that by his lawyer, Mr. Ball, who of Ball and Partners, who informs government policy on legal litigation and sits on the legal bar. Hence, I've been banned from any lawyer, anywhere, anytime. I'd also like to say I'm banned from police, apart from when they come and get me and lock me up. And I wish to say that I'm a banned whistleblower at IBAC, at ASIC, at APRA, and at the Commonwealth Ombudsman. I wish to say I pointed out this corruption to the Attorney General, Michaelia Cash, and despite me saying that I wish to get an acknowledgement that it's happening and that she needs to intervene, because I'm just about to, and still will, lose my work cover case at AAT. That is because the government, having already killed me and then covered it up by Ben Calder, the Ombudsman, 15 months later I've lived in poverty, and they're going to trick me and take advantage of me, victimise me, and go against the Charter of Human Rights that I don't have access to the law, and they're going to rob me of probably a TPD of work cover of over $1 million, another $1 million. That's what detriment does. That's what a catastrophic character assassination does. That's what victimisation does on a broad scale, and that's what scapegoating does, and that's on interpersonal, political, even family and personal levels. I've been heinously victimised and I've been exploited. This has been torture for me. I've got ample evidence of a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. I wish to forgive everyone involved. All I want is a simple life away from death threats and away from the immediate detriment threat of no food or medicine for my cancer or my mental illness. It's pretty simple. I'm asking all ministers, including the Prime Minister, who recently I asked for my FOI from the Prime Minister, and considering I'm a nationally known, formally celebrated public speaker and human rights awarded advocate who's spoken in Parliament and all over the country and on radio and TV, and was a former illustrator at The Age and the Herald Sun, and I've been on radio and TV and all that kind of stuff. You'd think there'd be a bit of a dossier on me, considering I've had words to the Attorney General and the Health Minister and the NDIS Minister and everyone else. But now the Office of Prime Minister's Freedom of Information said that it was too voluminous and too complex, and then months later, further delaying, deferring, denying information that would see me get justice, they've told me I don't exist. This is clearly a movement to oppress me, silence me, and lengthen the time in which I might be vulnerable to my own suicide, and it is intelligently designed, systemically and maliciously, to rob me of prosperity. I request that the government give me a month's wage of an average monthly wage. I request I have a home. These aren't big asks. These are ways that you can acknowledge me as a person, and I forgive you the responsibility and relieve you of any responsibility of killing me and then covering it up. All I want from the government is a simple life away from extortion, away from poverty, away from this heinous victimisation which is going on and delaying, denying, deferring my justice and amplifying the time through which I may kill myself. And I wish to say I'm not suicidal. I forgive you all. I just ask that I have a... there's Crystal in the background, that's my dog. Sometimes we can't eat. That I'm squatting in a place now, and it's unholy that this amount of injustice occur. I'm not an extortionist, I'm not a rapist, I'm not a pedophile, I'm not a dog fucker, I'm not all these things that I've been framed with. I'm a sentient human being of worth, and there are laws that say I need to be protected, and I wish to ask for whistleblower protection still, even though I'm a banned whistleblower at all those places. And I wish for the government to acknowledge that this vile victimisation, which is broad and acts via proxy, is protecting murderers, pedophiles, and it's come too far. Like, the government can't admit they killed me. I forgive you. I don't want you to admit that. You don't have to. But I do want whistleblower protection. My door's kicked in. I don't have safety, heat. This is my last cry because I won't have an internet connection. I have no food. I've got cancer. I haven't got a doctor. I need these things to have human dignity and worth. Please hear my cry. This is sent to the CDD schemes of the Federal Police, the Office of Prime Minister and Cabinet, the Finance Minister, and the Health Minister and the NDIS Minister, of which I've had conversations with all of them, and you've all universally denied me. It is unfair that this happened to me. I am a human being. I deserve some compassion, some love, and in return, I forgive you all acting in a movement and resonance to oppress me, and I just want to disappear, have a simple life, and again give back to people who need it with the expertise that I have as a marginalised person and the wounded healer, I suppose you could say. Please hear my call. The website killhim.info has all the information that you need to be able to prove a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. If this isn't acknowledged straight away, I will have to depend on the public to help me render a case for the Supreme Court, which my prosecution will just have to prove that 3 or more people conspired by a decision or an omission to pervert the course of justice. I've already done that. It is easy to prove. Please hear my prayer. I forgive you all. I don't want to have to go to the Supreme Court. I just want a simple life with my dog. I want to root a few people. I want to do some drugs. I want to pat some dogs. I want to go to the dog park. And I want to live a peaceful life away from oppression, death threats, and a heinous movement to destroy me. It's unholy that this happened to me. But I forgive you all if you would just give me the opportunity of a month's bursary until you can work out the detriment. And the detriment's like losing $1 million at the Australian Human Rights Centre. It's about losing $1 to $2 million at APRA when it was set up to fail. It's about literally dying from a systemic government oppression in a hospital and then having the government cover it up. It's about the police coming to the door for a welfare check. Is it welfare or is it justice? If I had justice, I wouldn't need welfare. I do need welfare, and I need help from the Commonwealth scheme for detriment. And if it doesn't occur immediately, I'm in immediate danger of detriment and harm. That is my message to you. I forgive you all. I could get millions and millions of dollars out of this, and that's not even what I want. I just want a life free from oppression in which I can have some dignity back, okay? So I've got a call coming through. Better go. Twitch, please hear my call and support me, Australia, if you can. In the meantime, thank you.